Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to discuss with you various sources of borrowed funds. There are various sources through which companies can arrange borrowed funds, means loan capital, like debentures, bonds, loans from financial institutions, loans from commercial banks, public deposits, trade credit, and intercorporate deposits. Today I will explain you about debentures and bonds. Students, debentures are very important source to raise long-term debt capital. Debt capital means loan capital. By the issue of debentures, companies can arrange loan capital from the public. And anyone from the public who is purchasing debentures of a company is called as debenture holder or creditor of the company. Whatever amount is paid on debentures by the public, that amount is returned by the company after a fixed period of time. And on every debenture, companies have to pay interest either annually or half yearly. Like a person has purchased debentures of rupees 1 lakh of a company at 9% interest. It means company will pay him 9% interest on rupees 1 lakh. That will be rupees 9,000. And that amount of 1 lakh which is paid by that debenture holder will also be returned by the company after a fixed period of time. This is all about debentures. Now I will tell you about bonds. Bonds are very good source to raise finance, but not for the long time. Bonds are not issued at interest, but they are issued at heavy discount. Like the nominal value of a bond is rupees 100, suppose, and it is issued at rupees 90. So it means this bond is issued at discount. And difference between nominal value of a bond and issue price of the bond is called as interest or income of the investor who is purchasing the bond. For example, anyone has purchased 100 bonds of the company and the nominal value means face value of a bond is rupees 100, but company has issued the bonds at rupees 90, means bonds are sold to the person at the rate of rupees 90. Suppose such bonds are issued for 3 months and that person has purchased 100 bonds of the company. It means per bond he has paid 90 rupees. In total, he has paid 9,000 rupees to the company. Now, after 3 months, that person will be returned the value of bonds, but according to the nominal value. As I told you, nominal value of bond was rupees 100. He had purchased 100 bonds. So now after 3 months, company will return him according to rupees 100 means 10,000 rupees. And in 3 months, he got the benefit of rupees 1,000. So this is the difference between nominal value and issue price of the bond. This can be considered as the interest or income of the investor who is purchasing the bonds. So student, with the help of debentures and bonds, companies can arrange loan capital. As I am using the word loan, it means the amount company has to return after a fixed period of time. Now students, I will explain you a difference between shares and debentures. So be focused on the board and understand the difference. So, student, I am discussing difference between shares and debentures. So, first basis of difference is nature of fund. Shares are the part of owner's fund. As I told you in the starting of chapter, shares are owner's funds. So, shares are the part of owner's fund, but debentures are the part of borrowed funds. Next is voting rights. Shareholders get full voting rights in the company, but debenture holders are not having voting rights in the company. They are the creditors only. Next is issue of discount. Shares, on shares, students, there are some restrictions regarding issue of shares on discount. maximum a rate of discount is 10% of the face value of the shares. It means shares can be issued maximum at 10% discount, not more than that. But debentures, regarding debentures, there is no restriction on issue of debentures at discount. They can be issued at any amount of discount. Next is security. Regarding shares, no asset of the company are mortgaged as a collateral against the issue of shares. If a company is issuing shares, no need to put any asset as the collateral. But if a company is going to issue debentures, company assets are mortgaged for raising funds. Against debentures, companies have to put their asset as the collateral. Next is status of holders. Shareholders are considered as the owners of the company. So they are having a status of owners. Debenture holders are considered as the creditors of the company. So the status of debenture holders is creditors. Next is risk to holders. Complete risk is borne by shareholders. In companies, the complete risk is borne by shareholders, but debenture holders bear minimum amount of risk. Next is rate of return. In case of shares, dividend is paid, but when there is adequate profits. If there are adequate amount of profits, only then dividend is paid to the shareholders. If there is less profit, then less dividend is paid, but if there is no profit, then no dividend is paid. That's why I discussed in the last point that complete risk is borne by shareholders. In case of debentures, interest on debentures is paid at fixed rate regularly. It is compulsory to pay interest on debentures, whether company is having profits or not. So that's why I said debenture holders bear minimum risk. Priority of refund. When I am talking about refund of the principal amount, so in case of shares, principal amount repayable after debenture holders. So whenever company has to return the principal amount, first of all amount of debenture holders is returned. If something is left with the company, then only amount of shareholder is returned after payment to debenture holders. In case of debenture, payment is made to debenture holders before shareholders. So more priority is given to debenture holders. Name of return. Return given to shareholder is called as dividend, and return given on debenture holders is called as interest. Next is effect on borrowing capacity. Issue of equity shares increases borrowing capacity of company. It means if a company is issuing equity shares, it means owner's capital is increasing. Capital of the company is increasing. So reputation of company is increasing and their capacity to borrow from market also increases. But if a company is issuing debentures, issue of debentures reduces the borrowing capacity of company, because by issue of debenture company is raising loan capital. That's why borrowing capacity of company reduces. Convertibility. Shares cannot be convertible in debentures, but debentures can be converted into shares. Repayment. Shares are not paid back during life of the company. I told you principal amount of shares is returned only at the time of winding up of the company. During the lifetime, principal amount on shares is not returned except redeemable preference shares. But if someone has purchased redeemable preference shares on redeemable preference shares, companies have to return the principal amount after a fixed period. Otherwise, not. In case of debentures, a company can return its debenture amount even before winding up of the company. In case of debentures, principal amount is returned by the company after a fixed period because it is a loan capital and before the winding up of the company. So students, these are the differences I discussed with you regarding shares and debentures. Shares are the part of owners' funds and debentures, they are the part of borrowed funds. Shareholders get full voting rights. Debenture holders are not having any voting rights. Shares can be issued at maximum 10% discount. No restriction regarding discount on debentures. In case of shares, no need to put any asset as a collateral. In case of debentures, assets are mortgaged as a collateral. Status of shareholders is owner and the status of debenture holder is creditor. Shareholders bear complete risk. Debenture holders bear minimum risk. In case of shares, dividend is paid if company is having adequate profit, otherwise not. In case of debentures, it is compulsory to pay interest regularly at a fixed rate. In case of shares, principal amount is returned firstly to debenture holders and after that shareholders. Next is, in shares, dividend is paid, in debentures, interest is paid. Because of the issue of equity shares, borrowing capacity of company increases. Because of the issue of debentures, borrowing capacity of company reduces. Shares cannot be converted into debentures. Debentures can be converted into shares. Shares principal amount can be returned at the winding up of company except redeemable preference shares. Debenture holders amount is returned before winding up of the company after a fixed period of time. So student, I hope difference is clear to all of you. Even then, if you have any doubt, discuss with me right now. Thank you students.